of the world. So when you pay attention, there is a rising of Dhamma. When you don't pay attention, there is the cessation of Dhamma. Let's see what the footnotes say, 182. Footnote 182 says, Manasikara samudaya Dhammanang samudayo. Then the commentary says, the phenomena of the enlightenment factors on the careful attention on the hindrances. All phenomena come through attention, all phenomena from contact. But the interpretation of Dhamma is phenomena. But I think the Dhamma should mean the Buddha's teachings. When you pay attention, there is Dhamma. When you don't pay attention, there is no Dhamma. Dhamma also in some other sutta is mentioned that when you learn Dhamma, you learn to differentiate between wholesome states and unwholesome states, between skillful states and unskillful states, between good and evil, etc. So if you don't pay attention, you cannot see the Dhamma. And when you pay attention, you see the Dhamma. So that's the end of the Satipatthana Suttas that I'm going to read. There are a few other suttas, but they are not really important, and many of them are repetitions. So now we come to the 48th chapter of the Samyutta Nikaya, Indriya Samyutta. Indriya means the faculties. There are 5 faculties. After this we'll come and we'll read them. The first sutta is 48.8. The Buddha said, monks, there are these 5 faculties. What 5? The faculty of faith, the faculty of energy, the faculty of recollection, sati, the faculty of concentration, samadhi, the faculty of wisdom. So faith, energy, recollection, concentration and wisdom, these are the 5 faculties. And where, monks, is the faculty of faith to be seen? The faculty of faith is to be seen here in the 4 factors of stream entry. When a person, stop here for a moment. These 4 factors of stream entry, when a person attains stream entry, he attains 4 factors. One is, you can call it unshakable faith in the Buddha. Second is unshakable faith in the Dhamma. Third is unshakable faith in the Sangha. And then the last factor, he has, sometimes it's called perfect sila, perfect moral conduct. Sometimes it's called Aryan moral conduct. So I mentioned that Aryan sila refers to 3 factors in the Noble Eightfold Path. Right speech, right action and right livelihood. Which also means 7 factors. Not to kill, not to steal, actually not to kill, not to take what is not given, not to engage in sexual misconduct. And then the 4 verbal ones are not to lie, not to engage in malicious speech or divisive speech. The third is not to engage in coarse speech, not to engage in idle gossip. So Aryan Sila basically consists of 7 precepts. So this faith is to be seen in the 4 factors of stream entry. Once a person has attained stream entry, he has faith. But later we'll see, actually faith, there are 2 types. One is faith, one is unshakable faith, and there is a difference. Later you see. And where, monks, is the faculty of energy to be seen? The faculty of energy is to be seen here in the 4 right efforts. 4 right efforts is a factor of the Noble Eightfold Path, namely the 6 factors, isn't it? Right effort. So when you apply effort, That means right effort. That is faculty of energy, energetic effort. And where monks is the faculty of sati, recollection, to be seen. The faculty of recollection is to be seen here in the 4 intense states of recollection, the 4 Satipatthanas. It is not only to be seen in the 4 Satipatthanas, it's also to be seen in the Samasati, perfect or right sati. And where monks is the faculty of concentration to be seen. The faculty of concentration is to be seen here in the 4 jhanas. I note here carefully in the Suttas, when the Buddha talks about concentration, it's always like this. The Buddha refers to 4 jhanas, nothing short of the 4 jhanas. The first 3 jhanas are easier to attain. The 4th jhana is very difficult to attain. The difference between the first 3 jhanas and the 4th jhana is the first 3 jhanas, the Buddha says, are still perturbable. Still, the mind can still shake. But the 4th jhana is so solid, so stable. So it is because the mind is so strong in the 4th jhana. And the Buddha says when you attain the 4th jhana, you can see things very clearly. Everything falls into place. You can understand everything. So that's why psychic powers comes and you can recollect your past life and other psychic powers, and that is a condition for attaining anagamin and arahanthood also. And where monks is the faculty of wisdom to be seen. The faculty of wisdom is to be seen here in the 4 noble truths. These monks are the 5 faculties. So if you understand the 4 noble truths, then you have wisdom. So these are the 5 faculties. 5 faculties are important factors. Okay, we come to the next sutta, 48.10. Monks, there are these 5 faculties. What 5? The faculty of faith, the faculty of energy, the faculty of recollection, the faculty of concentration, the faculty of wisdom. And what monks is the faculty of faith? Here monks, the noble disciple is a person of faith, one who places faith in the enlightenment of the Tathagata. Thus, the Blessed One is, this one refers to that Itipiso, Bhagava, Arahang, Samma, Sambuddho, and all that. So, teacher of devas and humans, enlightened one, blessed one. And what monks is the faculty of energy? Here monks, a noble disciple dwells with energy aroused for the abandoning of unwholesome states and the acquisition of wholesome states. He is strong, firm in exertion, not shirking the responsibility of cultivating wholesome states. He generates desire for the non-arising of unarisen, evil, unwholesome states. He makes an effort, arouses energy, applies his mind and strives. He generates desire for the abandoning of arisen and evil, unwholesome states. He makes an effort, arouses energy, applies his mind and strives. He generates desire for the arising of unarisen wholesome states. He makes an effort, arouses energy, applies his mind and strives. He generates desire for the maintenance of arisen wholesome states, for the non-decay, increase, expansion and fulfillment by development. He makes an effort, arouses energy, applies his mind and strives. This is called the faculty of energy. So here faculty of energy means striving to get rid of unwholesome states and developing wholesome states. And what monks is the faculty of recollection? Here monks, the noble disciple is collected or recollected, possessing supreme discrimination, and one who remembers and recollects what was done and said long ago. Similarly, he dwells contemplating and then he dwells contemplating the body in the body, feelings in feelings, mind in mind, Dhamma in Dhamma, ardent, clearly aware, collected, having removed covetousness and grief in regard to the world. This is called the faculty of recollection, sati. So here you see the definition of sati is one who possesses supreme discrimination. That's the translation in the Pali Text Society. one who remembers and recollects what was done and said long ago. So this sati has a lot to do with remembering. If you have good sati, then you remember what was done and said a long time ago. So in the practice of sati, it means remembering to put your mind on the four objects of sati. That's why it has to do with sati. It is not general mindfulness, but specific mindfulness directed to only four things. So to prevent your mind from running away from these four things, you need to remember. That's why this sati has a lot to do with remembering. Always remember to put your mind on these four things and not to allow it to go out to the six sense doors, to see, to hear, to smell, taste and all that. And what monks is the faculty of concentration. Here monks, the noble disciple gains concentration, gains one-pointedness of mind, having made release the object. Secluded from sensual desires, secluded from unwholesome states, he enters and dwells in the first jhana, which is accompanied by thought directed and sustained, with delight and happiness born of seclusion. With the subsiding of thought directed and sustained, he enters and dwells in the second jhana, which has internal confidence and unification of mind, is without thought directed and sustained, and has delight and happiness born of concentration. With the fading away as well of delight, he dwells equanimous and collected and mindful. He experiences happiness with the body. He enters and dwells in the third jhana, of which the noble ones declare, he is equanimous, collected, one who dwells happily. With the abandoning of pleasure and pain and the previous passing away of joy and displeasure, he enters and dwells in the fourth jhana, which is neither painful nor pleasant, and includes the utter purification of sati and upekkha. Utter purification of recollection and equanimity. This is called the faculty of concentration. You look carefully at this explanation of samadhi here. In the beginning it says that he gains one-pointedness of mind. And then to explain one-pointedness of mind, the sutta talks about the four jhanas. So in the suttas, one-pointedness of mind always refers to the four jhanas. It's only later monks writing in the commentaries and all that, there's such thing as kanika samadhi, momentary concentration, and then upachara samadhi. But this is not recognized by the Buddha. It falls short of the Buddha's samadhi. Buddha's one-pointedness of mind, as seen here very clearly, one-pointedness of mind always refers to the four jhanas. And what monks is the faculty of wisdom. Here monks, the noble disciple is wise. He possesses wisdom directed to arising and passing away, which is noble and penetrative, leading to the complete destruction of suffering. He understands as it really is. This is suffering. He understands as it really is. This is the origin of suffering. He understands as it really is. This is the cessation of suffering. He understands as it really is. This is the way leading to the cessation of suffering. This is called the faculty of wisdom. These monks are the five faculties. So one has wisdom when one sees arising and passing away of everything in the world, how things are so impermanent. And then you will understand the Four Noble Truths. That is wisdom. So here you see the five faculties are explained in a very detailed way. Faith means having faith in the enlightenment of the Buddha. You can also say having faith in the triple gems, in the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. And the faculty of energy is directed to the mind, to get rid of unwholesome states of mind and to develop wholesome states of mind. Is the meaning of energy or effort. This is very important. A lot of people meditate. We don't look at our mind so much. If you don't look at your mind so much, you don't see your faults. and you cannot progress. You have to see our faults, to see our unwholesome states like anger, greed,